All right, let's go over graphing inequalities. So first of all, what is an inequality? Well, if we look at this, x equals 5, that's an equation, okay, because x equals 5. Okay, an inequality means that it doesn't exactly equal it. So, for example, x could be less than 5 is an inequality, x is greater than 5 is an inequality, x is less than or equal to 5 is an inequality, and x is greater than or equal to 5 is also an inequality. And of course these could be more complex, such as x plus 7 is less than 5 and things of that nature. So how do we graph this though? Because if we had x equals 5 and we had a number line, the solution would just be that spot at 5 because that's the only thing it could equal. It's 5. But if we look at this, for example, x is less than 5, we have an infinite number of solutions because it's any number that's less than 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are all less than 5, but so is 4.9, 1.2, negative 3. There are an infinite number of solutions that are less than 5. So if we look at this, let's make our number line. It's really anything in this area, and it goes on forever. So it's anything that's less than 5. But it's also all of these numbers here that approach 5. So like 4.9, 4.999, 4.87, any of those. So to represent this, we're going to put our endpoint at 5 because it can't be 5, but it's everything less than it. And it's open to show that the point 5 is not part of the solution, whereas here we have a solid circle. Okay, so now let's look at a similar example. What if it was x is less than or equal to 5? Now we have our number line. X can be equal to 5, so it would be shaded in. But it could also be any number that's less than it, so it's going to go to the left also. Anything to the left of 5 or 5 is part of the solution set. Then likewise we could do x is greater than 5, x is greater than or equal to 5. So x is greater than 5. It's going to be all the numbers bigger than 5, but we're not going to include 5 because it cannot equal it. So it's an open circle and everything bigger than it. If we have x is greater than or equal to 5, then let's take a look at that graph. Then it's going to be including 5 because it can equal it, and it's everything bigger. So when this line is under it, it means that it can also equal it. So x is less than or equal to 5, x is greater than or equal to 5. I just want to point something out, that this symbol doesn't always mean less than or equal to. It could also be written this way. So instead of x is less than or equal to 5, say 5 is greater than or equal to x. Both of these have the same meaning. So think of this as a mouth. It's going to eat whatever is bigger. So here, because the mouth is facing the 5, it's saying that x is less than or equal to 5. Here it's reversed, but this opening, the mouth, is still facing the 5, so x is still less than or equal to 5 is written this way. And likewise, this could be written like this. This one, which represents this graph here, could be written like this. And of course, this could be written like this. So just look at the way it opens. Here it's opening towards the x, here it's still opening towards the x, open towards the x, open towards the x, open towards the x, open towards the 5, open towards the 5, and this is open toward the 5 and open towards the 5.